So welcome to another. You can't hear me? Let's see.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Welcome to another Sila Sunday. We're gonna reaffirm our. We're gonna reaffirm. You can't hear me? You may. Are you? Did you check your computer? And Yannicka, can you hear me? Okay. And Yannicka can hear. She's in a remote location.
Can you hear now, Anne?
Yes, I can hear now. Thank you. I've been having some trouble with my speakers.
All righty.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do a share screen so that others can join. So can you see the refuges?
Yes.
Yes, Aya.
Okay. So I and Yannicka says her lovely voice and Polly reading. She'll do the request, and then people can then take the precepts. We'll just do 5 today.
Okay. Mayham Ihe Tisaranena Saha Silani Achama Dutiyampi Mayhang Ihe Tisaranena Saha Silani Yachama Tatiyampi Mayhang Ihe Tisaranena Saha Silani Yachama. We, Venerable, request the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. For the second time, Venerable, we request the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts. For the third time, Venerable, we request the 3 refuges and the 5 precepts.
Very good. Sadhu. So I'll say Namo Tassa 3 times, and you can repeat. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Say the the refuges and can repeat line by line. Bhutam saranam gacchami.
Bhutang saranang gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi bhutam saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi bhutang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami.
Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami.
Tisaranam gamanam nitidam.
Ama aye.
And here are the 5 precepts. And if you can recite the Pali after me and then also the English. Panatipata veramani sikapadam samadhyami.
Panatipata veramani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking the life of any living creature.
Adinadana veramani sikapadam samadhyami.
Adina dana veramani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from taking that which is not given.
Kame sumi chachara veramani sikapadam samadhyami.
Kame sumicha chara veramani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from sexual misconduct.
Musawada veramani sikapadam samadhyami.
Musavada veramani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from lying.
Duramiraya majapamadhatana veramani sikapadam samadhyami.
Sura meraya majapamadratana veramani sikapadang samadhiyami. I undertake the precept to refrain from consuming intoxicating drink and drugs which lead to carelessness.
This completes the 5 precepts. Silena sugatinyanti silena. Oh, yeah, imani sikapadani silena sugatinyanti silena bogasampada silena nibutinyanti tasma silam visodaye. These are the 5 precepts for training. Virtue is a source of happiness. Virtue is a source of true wealth. Virtue is a source of peacefulness. Therefore, let virtue be purified.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Ah, thank you so much. Just wanted to reflect a little bit on, I was been looking at various suttas on reflection, and there's one sutta that talks about reflecting on our sila, our good conduct. And there's a list of 6 reflections that we can have, reflecting on the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, reflecting on our ethical conduct, our good sila, reflecting on our generosity. And the last one is reflecting on the devas. And the interesting thing about the devas is that it's said that the devas end up in a heavenly realm from their faith and their good conduct and their generosity and their wisdom. So if we develop these things, I do not know how many people really would like to go in a deva realm, but I do hear of people that wish for that. But I think it's also bringing that's kind of a deva realm to earth. The more we keep our sila well. And qualities of stream entry also is having unshakable faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. And it's also keeping the Sila spotless is what it's called. It's unspottled is the way it's translated. So that we keep our Sila pure. So someone who's entered the stream would not break any of the 5 precepts. It's said to be the natural behavior of a sotapanna. And if we keep at least the 5 precepts pure, then we're acting like someone who's entered the stream, or we have the quality of a stream enterer. But if we do slip up a little bit, it's good to talk to someone and to really to reaffirm that we would be keeping to keep our sila well. So this brings brightness to our hearts if we behave well in the world, if we're keeping the precepts well. It says it's a source of happiness, and it's a source of wealth, but also a brightness of heart, a gladness of heart, knowing that we're not causing harm to others by breaking these precepts. And this is really essential to the path. If you're on the path and you're doing different kinds of practices, such as meditation, especially if you're keeping your sila well, then there's a definite support for that one can, the mind will be bright and free of remorse. There's other factors that are attributed to entering the stream. There's another 4 factors which are to be developed for attaining stream entry. And the first one is association with people of integrity. And so this helps us with wisdom, with developing wisdom, and it also helps us with our ethical conduct. If we're around people that keep their conduct pure, we're so influenced by others. And if we're around people that we admire, and we follow their example. So it's also called association with admirable people. It's the saparisa. And so if we were associating people that are with people who are wise and well-versed in the Dhamma, then we would have the opportunity to hear the Dhamma. And so listening to the Dhamma is another factor that supports entering the stream. So frequently hearing the Dhamma taught. And we have lots of opportunities with the internet and a book printed word as well. At the time of the Buddha, people had to walk long distances to hear teachings, and there'd be wanderers from a lot of different sects coming through town, and sometimes it was confusing, like who to believe. And the Buddha said, well, one way to judge a person is if their motivations come out of greed, hate, or delusion. Their actions through body and speech are motivated by greed, hate, and delusion. Then you know to avoid these people. And those who are free from greed, don't act out of greed. at least don't act out of greed and don't act out of hatred. Don't speak and act physically out of greed or hatred, and who are wise. These are the people you wish to associate, and this is their teachings are who you'd want to listen to. So the first one is associating with good people. Listening to the true Dhamma is the second factor for help develop stream entry. And then the third is appropriate attention, is how it's translated sometimes, and that's yoniso manasikara. So yoniso is sometimes translated as wise, or appropriate, or I can't think of another one right now, but there's various ways yoniso manasikara is translated. But it's a quality of attention. And yoni is a womb, and it originally means like going to the source or investigating. So when you're hearing the Dhamma, you're paying close attention and you're really trying to understand what the teaching is pointing to, rather than just kind of being a passive listener or just wanting to be entertained. I know this is these days people's attention span is very short, and they go from one thing to the next on their phones, and so they're not attending well. They're not really making an effort to understand what's being said. So this is an important quality to develop if there's a teaching that's being given, to really lend ear and to really try to understand, give good attention, appropriate attention. So that's the third. And the fourth one is a practice in accordance with the Dhamma. So this is according to the Dhamma is often translated as truth, as and according to what's truthful or well. But the truth also is a noble eightfold path of practicing the path for fruition. And this is when one enters the stream, they're well on the path, and they have an understanding of the Four Noble Truths. So this, once one has entered the stream, they have unshakable confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and their Sila is pure. They have the Sila that is, or virtue that is loved by the noble ones. So I'm going to open it up now for if anyone has a question or comment. So I'll just read from this. I have a sutta opened here. And it's called Entering into the Path. It says, monks, a noble disciple who has four factors is a stream enterer, not liable to be reborn in a miserable world, and is headed for Nibbana. So this is the definition. The stream enterer has no more than 7 rebirths and will not be born in a lower realm. And what for is the factors. When a noble disciple has unshakable confidence in the Buddha, thus, that blessed one is liberated, self-enlightened, has true knowledge and pure conduct, attained Nibbana, knower of the world, supreme trainer of beings, teacher of gods and humans, the most generous and the most fortunate. A noble disciple has unshakable confidence in the Dhamma. The Dhamma is well explained by the Buddha, visible in this very life, immediately effective, inviting inspection, applied to oneself, and wise people can realize it for themselves. A noble disciple has unshakable confidence in the Sangha, the order of the Buddha's disciples. Practice the pure way, upright way, wise way, generous way. It consists of 4 pairs, the 8 individuals. The order of the Buddha's disciples is worthy of offerings, worthy of hospitality, worthy of gifts, worthy of greetings with joined palms, and is the supreme field of merit for the world. And a noble disciple has virtue loved by the noble ones, unbroken, flawless, unblemished, not caught up in craving, freed from wrong views, praised by the wise people, and leads to samadhi. A noble disciple who has his 4 factors is a stream enterer, not liable to be reborn in a miserable world, headed for enlightenment. That is what the Buddha said. Then the Blessed One went on to say, those who have faith and virtue, confidence in the Sangha, and insight into the truth, in time happily arrive at Nibbana by entering into the path. And I got that translation off of a site called suttafriends.org, and it's translated by Venerable Kiri Goda. So this is to reflect on these qualities. I see them in ourselves too, can bring up joy and just inspire us to really keep our Sila pure, to do good in the world, and bring brightness to the world. This is a winter solstice today. So, and I know a lot of people are out going shopping and doing things hurriedly and putting up lights and things like that. There's these externally, they're trying to brighten things up by Christmas lights and giving presents and drinking hot toddy or something like that. But really the brightness comes from within, the happiness comes from within. And the more we do to purify our hearts and brighten our hearts by reflecting on whatever goodness we can bring to the world, then this is more brings more warmth and light than some thing dependent on electricity. So I offer that for your reflection, and I just and if you have any questions or have anything to say, I'm kind of short on words today.
No, it's very inspiring. I don't think I have anything more beautiful to say than that, what you said. I haven't been doing that. I'm kind of the Scrooge, so not really the Scrooge, but I'm not rushing around like a lot of my neighbors. So
Yeah. So I think it can be a time to just go inward and be quiet and reflect. I don't think we need to get caught up in all that hubbub that's and the stress and that this season has become for many people. I didn't so much get caught up in it when I was a layperson, but I was aware of that and just the really to instead to work on brightening our own hearts and what any kind of acts of kindness. I know this is another thing that people do this time of year. The people collect things for charity and they work at soup kitchens and do things acts of generosity, which is good. I mean, rather than just kind of making it you know stressful situation with trying to get the right gift for each person and on your gift giving list or something like that. But how can we brighten our hearts? How can we bring the brightness from within instead? So I was just offering this for reflection. This is something I was thinking about yesterday. Uh, because this is the days are just so short now. Hopefully they will start getting bright again.
Oh, it's very bright here. It's 80 degrees here.
Oh, you're in Arizona.
I'm in Arizona, so it's beautiful, but it's still warm, very warm and sunny. So
Yeah.
but I know what you mean. It's not the sunshine, it's the inner heart, our intentions that are important.
So let's see. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna look at this. I've got this sutta open here. Another sutta. It talks about um, there's a Sariputta. It's a I love when the Buddha speaks to one of his disciples. Sometimes he'll ask a rhetorical question or a question just to kind of test his disciples. And this one, Sariputta, this is in the Connected Discourses 55.5, 55 Connected Discourses, the number 55, or the Samyutta 55 is a Sotapanna Samyutta. So this sutta is on factors or aids to development for stream entry. And that's a Sotapatti Anga. And the Buddha is checking Shariputta's understanding. And he says, it starts out, then Sariputta went up to the Buddha, bowed, and sat down to one side. The Buddha said to him, I have Pali here, I have to get. Sariputta, they speak of a factor of stream entry. What is a factor of stream entry? Sir, the factors of stream entry are associating with true persons, listening to true teaching, rational application of mind. Oh, this is Bhante Sujata's translation. That's the Yoniso Manasikara. And practicing in line with the teaching. And then the Buddha says, good, Sariputta, and he repeats. The factors of stream entry are associating with true persons, listening to true teaching, rational application of mind and practicing in line with the teaching. And then the Buddha asks, they speak of the stream. What is the stream? Sir, the stream is simply this noble eightfold path. That is, let's see how he translates it. Right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right immersion. Samma ditti, samma sankappo, samma vacha, samma kammanto, samma ajivo, samma vayamo, samma sati, samma samadhi. So this is, the Buddha says, good, good, Sariputta. Sadhu, Sariputta. For the stream is simply this noble eightfold path that is right view, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right immersion. And they speak of a stream enterer. What is a stream enterer? Sir, anyone who possesses this noble eightfold path is called a stream enterer. And that the Buddha congratulates Sariputta for answering correctly. Sadhu, Sariputta. This is the stream. The stream is the Noble Eightfold Path, and one who's entered this path has entered the stream. So this is a really beautiful. So I had read Ajahn Tanisaro's translation earlier. That's a people with integrity, and was a saparisa. A saparisa is sa is a good person, is another way of translating it. And I'm just looking, saparisa is true person, is how Bhante Sujato translates that. Association with people of integrity, listening to the true Dhamma, appropriate attention, wise attention, and rational application of mind is how Bhante Sujato translates it. Listening to the true Dhamma, appropriate attention, and practice in accordance with the Dhamma. So in line with the Dhamma. So if we practice in line with the Noble Eightfold Path, we keep and part of that is keeping our Sila pure, because right speech and right action and right livelihood, these are all our good conduct. And then it's the bodies through body, speech, and mind. So the samadhi and sama sankapo, so right thought, these are all very ethical ways of mind as well. So I think I might close now, unless we have more conversation, if Anne has anything further, because we just have one person live today.
Well, you were talking about right view. That's very important, isn't it, to have right view?
Yeah. Did you want to say something more? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just asking you what you think about of right view.
So right view is spoken about in the suttas a number of ways. In the most, I guess, frequently cited way is that that one understands the Four Noble Truths,
Mhm.
the right view. And then also understanding the consequences of our actions, and understanding the harm and greed, hate, and delusion. These are aspects of right view. But if we see the Four Noble Truths and the cause of dukkha, the craving, and how craving can cause so much, so many problems in the world, and also, so it's so gradually we get deeper and deeper in our understanding of the Four Noble Truths, and that's the real foundation for right view. If we don't see how we cause ourselves and other people harm from greed, it's basically greed. And craving the tanha can there's bhava, there's a kama tanha, which is craving for sensual pleasures, and the vibhava tanha, which is a craving for non-existence, but you can also think of it as aversive. And also in kama tanha, there's the wanting, but we're also wanting things not to be a particular way. So then there's that. So then the hatred can arise out of that. So you get, and the delusion comes in from not understanding the Four Noble Truths. So you have greed, hate, and delusion in there, and you can, if you understand their harm and you're working at abandoning them, this is a key to our right view. There's also understanding dependent origination, which is a lot more complex. But it is to see how ignorance is at the top of the uh, uh, causal chain that keeps us in samsara. So understanding that. But once we have, at least we're trying to develop our view, um, and understanding some about causes, that there is things do arise from a cause, and that our suffering does
Yeah. You have a
it does have a cause, and that really supports the rest of the path factors.
Mhm. Great. Thank you, Aya. It's really wonderful to hear that again.
Okay, so I'll probably end for now, since I've um, kind of running out of words. But thank you so much for your kind attention. And we'll have one more sutta Sunday for the winter. And then we're going to reassess we may have a different format on Sunday, or we'll just see how things go. But we're going to just have one more, and then we're going to have our winter retreat. We'll still have our Tuesday morning sutta discussion, and we'll still have the Thursday evening reflection.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, glad to know that ahead of time here.
Yeah. So
Wonderful.
so maybe we'll see you next week,
Next
and
week. And
and
then
then
on your retreat, I hope you have a wonderful retreat. So,
okay, thank you.
thank you so much. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. So we can end with the paying respects to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Araham Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddham Bhagavantam Abhivadimi Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammam Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho Sangham Namami. So have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You too, Aya. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Beautiful.